Agriculture in 2025 demands power that would have seemed impossible just a generation ago. Fields stretch for thousands of acres, implements weigh tens of thousands of pounds, and the margins are so thin that every minute wasted, every pass delayed, costs money that farmers can't afford to lose. Today, we're counting down the 12 most powerful tractors of 2025, from Austrian precision to Canadian brutes, from row crop monsters to articulated giants that redefine what tractors can do when engineers stop asking how much is enough and start building machines that answer as much as possible. These aren't your grandfather's tractors. These are the titans that move mountains of soil and prove that American farming runs on horsepower measured in hundreds. Number 12. Steyr Terrus CVT 6300. The Steyr Terrus CVT 6300 takes the 12th position, featuring 300 horsepower from a 6.7-liter FPT diesel with CVT technology, bringing Austrian precision designed for heavy European farming where efficiency matters as much as power. The 300 horsepower provides adequate capability for medium to large operations requiring genuine pulling capacity without the fuel consumption and initial costs that higher horsepower tractors impose on operations that cannot fully utilize maximum capabilities, and that would waste money purchasing capacity exceeding what their acreage and implement requirements actually demand. The CVT transmission offers infinitely variable speed control, eliminating stepped gearing and allowing precise matching of ground speed to implement requirements and field conditions, creating efficiency that powershift transmissions cannot achieve through their fixed gear ratios that approximate rather than match optimal speeds for varying conditions. The Austrian engineering brings precision manufacturing and sophisticated control systems, creating tractors that are well assembled from carefully selected components, providing reliability that justifies the premium pricing that European manufacturers command over competitors building tractors in regions where labor costs and manufacturing standards allow lower prices but potentially compromise quality or longevity. The fuel efficiency benefits from CVT technology are substantial, with the transmission allowing engines operating at optimal RPM, regardless of ground speed, creating situations where fuel consumption drops significantly compared to powershift transmissions that force engines running at speeds that may be too high or too low for maximum efficiency, depending on which gear is selected and whether that gear matches the current workload perfectly or merely approximates it acceptably. The operator comfort receives careful attention, with Steyr designing cabs that isolate operators from noise and vibration while providing excellent visibility in all directions, creating working environments where farmers can operate for 10 or 12 hours without the fatigue that less sophisticated cabs create through poor ergonomics or inadequate climate control or visibility limitations that force awkward postures for seeing implements or monitoring work quality. The maintenance accessibility reflects European design philosophies, emphasizing serviceability with daily maintenance points being positioned for easy access, and with service intervals being designed for minimizing downtime during critical seasons, when every hour matters, and when breakdowns create losses that exceed repair costs through missed opportunities for completing work when conditions are optimal. The hydraulic capacity is substantial, with multiple remotes providing flow and pressure adequate for operating modern implements that increasingly rely on hydraulics for controlling functions that older equipment managed mechanically, creating compatibility with precision agriculture, implements that demand sophisticated hydraulic systems for variable rate application and for real-time adjustments, responding to field mapping and sensor inputs. The electronics integration includes ISO bus compatibility, allowing the tractor communicating with implements and sharing data that enables coordinated operation without manual intervention for adjustments that older equipment requires operators managing constantly throughout days, when attention to multiple systems creates workload that degrades performance and that increases opportunities for errors when concentration lapses. The build quality is evident in details, with paint being applied carefully, with panels fitting precisely without gaps or misalignment, and with components being assembled with attention to quality that creates tractors looking and feeling substantial rather than appearing to be assembled from the cheapest possible components, meeting minimum specifications without exceeding them. The resale values typically remain strong, with Steyr tractors holding their worth better than some competitors, because buyers recognize that quality construction and reliable performance create used equipment that remains productive and that doesn't require constant repairs, that make bargain-priced used tractors expensive through operating costs exceeding what higher quality alternatives would impose, despite their higher initial purchase prices. The dealer network is more limited than mass market brands, creating situations where some regions lack convenient access to service and parts, potentially creating challenges for operations located far from dealers and potentially limiting Steyr's appeal to buyers who prioritize service convenience over the quality advantages that European engineering provides. The 300 horsepower positions the Terrus CVT 6300 as suitable for mid-size operations and for specialized applications, where maneuverability and precision matter more than absolute maximum pulling capacity that larger tractors provide, but that many operations cannot utilize fully because field sizes or implement requirements don't demand power levels exceeding what well-engineered 300 horsepower tractors deliver efficiently and reliably. The 6.7-liter FPT diesel provides the power through a displacement that balances output with fuel economy, creating an engine that delivers 300 horsepower efficiently without requiring the larger displacements that American market tractors often use for achieving similar outputs. The Steyr reputation emphasizes durability and operator comfort with cabs that are sophisticated and that provide environments where farmers can work long days without the fatigue that less carefully designed operator stations create through poor visibility, uncomfortable seating, or awkward control placement that forces unnatural positions during hours of operation. Number 11, Massey Ferguson 9S425. The Massey Ferguson 9S425 takes the 11th position as the flagship MF tractor, featuring 425 horsepower from an 8.4-liter AGCO power diesel with Dyna VT CVT, blending comfort and raw strength for operations demanding serious capability. The 425 horsepower represents flagship-level output, placing the 9S among Massey Ferguson's most powerful offerings and creating a tractor that can handle large implements and demanding work that commercial agriculture imposes on equipment expected to cover vast acreage efficiently during compressed planting and harvesting windows, when weather and crop conditions demand completing work before conditions change. The 8.4-liter AGCO power diesel provides substantial output through a displacement that allows producing over 400 horsepower reliably while meeting emission standards through technologies including selective catalytic reduction and exhaust gas recirculation that modern engines require for complying with regulations that increasingly stringent limits impose. The Dyna VT CVT represents Massey Ferguson's continuously variable transmission offering, smooth power delivery, and precise speed control with programming, allowing automatic operation adjusting speeds based on load or manual control for operators preferring direct management of transmission behavior during operations where experience suggests optimal settings that automation might not select. The ergonomic cab design emphasizes operator comfort, recognizing that productivity depends on operators remaining alert and capable throughout long days, when fatigue degrades performance, and when discomfort creates distraction affecting work quality and safety. The flagship positioning means the 9S receives the best features and most advanced technology that Massey Ferguson offers, creating a tractor representing the brand's capabilities and serving as showcase, demonstrating what the company achieves when building equipment without cost constraints limiting features on value-oriented models, serving different market segments with different priorities, emphasizing price over ultimate capability. Number 10, Valtra S414. The Valtra S414 takes the 10th position, featuring 405 horsepower from an 8.4-liter AGCO power diesel, with CVT bringing Scandinavian engineering and customizable Valtra, unlimited options allowing personalization beyond what typical manufacturers offer. The 405 horsepower provides serious capability, suitable for large operations and demanding implements, while remaining in a power class that many operations can utilize fully, rather than purchasing excessive capability that remains unused because work doesn't require maximum power that higher ratings provide, but that costs money through higher fuel consumption and higher initial purchase prices. The AGCO power diesel represents the parent company's engine technology, with AGCO building power plants, specifically for its tractor brands, including Valtra, Massey Ferguson, and Fendt, creating integration and optimization, allowing each brand tailoring engine characteristics to target markets and specific tractor designs, rather than accepting compromises that sourcing engines from outside suppliers imposes when one engine must serve multiple applications with varying priorities. The CVT technology offers smooth, infinitely variable speed control, improving efficiency and work quality by allowing precise speed, matching to varying conditions, and implement requirements without stepped changes that conventional transmissions impose through gear selections approximating rather than matching optimal speeds. The engine development benefits from AGCO's global resources, with testing occurring across diverse climates and conditions, ensuring that power plants perform reliably, whether operating in Scandinavian cold, Mediterranean heat, or the temperature extremes that North American farming imposes when tractors work from spring through fall, experiencing conditions ranging from freezing mornings to 100-degree afternoons. The fuel efficiency receives careful attention, with AGCO power engines being designed for optimal consumption across operating ranges rather than just at rated power, creating motors that sip fuel during light work and during transport, while still delivering full output when loads demand maximum capability, without the consumption penalties that less sophisticated engines impose. The emissions compliance is achieved through selective catalytic reduction and exhaust gas recirculation technologies that meet stringent European and North American standards without compromising reliability or requiring maintenance intervals so frequent that operating costs become prohibitive for commercial operations running equipment thousands of hours annually. The torque curve is broad, with substantial output available across wide RPM ranges, reducing the need for frequent shifting and allowing operators maintaining productivity even when engine speeds drop below rated peaks during heavy pulls, or when climbing grades that would force smaller engines into lower gears, or that would cause them laboring under loads. The service intervals are designed for real-world farming, with oil changes and filter replacements being scheduled at intervals allowing operators completing seasons without interruptions for maintenance that could occur during critical periods when every hour matters and when downtime creates losses exceeding service costs through missed opportunities. The parts commonality across AGCO brands creates efficiencies, with dealers stocking components serving multiple tractor lines, and with technicians developing expertise that transfers between brands, reducing training requirements and improving service quality, compared to supporting completely unique engines that require specialized knowledge and dedicated parts inventories. The warranty coverage reflects AGCO's confidence in engine durability, with protection extending for years or thousands of hours, providing peace of mind for buyers investing substantial sums in equipment that must perform reliably without unexpected repair costs that could transform profitable operations into money-losing ventures when major failures occur outside warranty periods. The power density is impressive, with the 8.4-liter displacement producing over 400 horsepower, demonstrating sophisticated engineering, extracting substantial output from moderate displacement through turbocharging, intercooling, and advanced fuel injection systems that optimize combustion and that maximize efficiency while meeting emission standards that increasingly stringent regulations impose on manufacturers selling equipment in developed markets. The Valtra Unlimited Customization Program allows buyers specifying options and features, personalizing tractors beyond limited choices that typical option packages provide, with possibilities including custom paint colors, specialized control configurations, unique performance tuning, and features addressing specific operation needs rather than accepting standard configurations that mass production typically imposes. The Finnish heritage brings Nordic design sensibilities emphasizing function, simplicity, and robustness, characterizing products from regions where harsh conditions and practical necessities shape engineering priorities differently than markets where style and features sometimes overshadow fundamental capability and reliability that Scandinavian manufacturers prioritize. Number 9. New Holland T8.435 Ultra Command. The New Holland T8.435 Ultra Command takes the 9th position, featuring 435 horsepower from an 8.7-liter FPT diesel with Ultra Command powershift transmission, offering high-speed transport and precision farming integration for operations demanding versatility. The 435 horsepower provides capability suitable for large row crop operations and for heavy tillage work, requiring power that can handle demanding implements without the engine laboring under loads that would bog down smaller tractors, forcing operators reducing ground speeds or making multiple passes, completing work that more powerful tractors accomplish in single passes. The 8.7-liter FPT diesel delivers power through advanced technology meeting emission standards while maintaining reliability and fuel economy that commercial operations demand from engines operating thousands of hours annually. The Ultra Command PowerShift transmission offers multiple gears, with clutchless shifting improving efficiency and reducing operator workload during operations requiring frequent speed changes responding to varying field conditions or implement demands that change as soil types vary or as terrain creates situations requiring adjustments, maintaining optimal performance. The high-speed transport capability allows covering distances between fields quickly, reducing time wasted traveling at speeds that conventional agricultural tractors impose, with the T8 being engineered for stable high-speed operation through suspension and design, allowing safe transport at velocities exceeding what tractors designed purely for field work achieve without compromising control or safety. The precision farming integration includes compatibility with New Holland's systems, providing GPS guidance, variable rate application, and implement control through isobus communication, allowing tractors and implements sharing information and coordinating operations without manual intervention for adjustments. That older equipment requires operators managing throughout work, creating workload and creating opportunities for errors when attention lapses or when fatigue degrades performance during long days. Number 8. Case International Harvester Magnum 400 AFS Connect. The Case International Harvester Magnum 400 AFS Connect takes the 8th position as the most powerful row crop tractor in the Case IH lineup, featuring 400 horsepower from an 8.7-liter FPT diesel with CVX drive CVT, creating capability for operations demanding maximum power in row crop configurations. The 400 horsepower represents the peak output that Case IH offers in tractors designed for row crop applications rather than for the articulated four-wheel drive configurations that higher horsepower Steiger models use, creating a tractor that delivers serious power while maintaining dimensions and maneuverability that row crop farming requires when working between planted rows, or when operating in spaces where articulated tractors would be too large or too cumbersome. The 8.7-liter FPT diesel provides reliable power through technology that has been proven in thousands of tractors operating in demanding conditions, creating confidence that the engine will perform consistently and that parts availability and service knowledge exist throughout dealer networks supporting Case IH equipment. The CVX drive continuously variable transmission represents Case IH's approach to CVT technology, with the system providing smooth power delivery and infinite speed selection across operating ranges, with controls allowing automatic operation or manual management depending on operator preference and operation requirements. The AFS Connect designation indicates integration with Case IH's advanced farming systems, providing precision agriculture capabilities, including GPS guidance with sub-inch accuracy, variable rate application, allowing adjusting inputs based on field mapping and yield history, and connectivity, allowing data collection and analysis, revealing opportunities for improvements that traditional farming methods cannot identify without detailed information that modern equipment collects during normal operation. The Magnum line has been Case IH's row crop flagship for decades, with the 400 representing the current peak of a lineage, emphasizing power, reliability, and the features that large-scale commercial farming demands from tractors expected to operate thousands of hours annually for years, accumulating mileage and operating hours that would destroy less durable equipment. Number 7. John Deere 9RX640. The John Deere 9RX640 takes the 7th position, featuring 640 horsepower from a 13.6-liter diesel with e-auto power CVT, creating a mid-range option in Deere's 9RX lineup, balancing power and efficiency for operations not requiring the maximum output that the 830 provides. The 640 horsepower is genuinely massive and provides capability adequate for the largest implements and most demanding work that commercial agriculture imposes, with the output being sufficient for operations covering thousands of acres. where power matters for maintaining productivity during compressed planting and harvesting windows that weather and crop conditions create. The 13.6-liter displacement provides the power through an engine that is smaller than the 18-liter that the 9RX830 uses, creating fuel economy advantages and potentially lower operating costs for operations that don't require absolute maximum horsepower, but that still needs serious capability, exceeding what smaller tractors provide. The eAutopower CVT offers John Deere's continuously variable transmission technology with programming that can operate automatically adjusting speeds based on load and conditions, or that allows manual control for operators preferring direct management of power delivery and ground speed during operations where experience suggests optimal settings. The efficiency mode optimizes fuel consumption during lighter work by maintaining engine speeds in ranges where combustion is most efficient, reducing operating costs during transport or during operations where full power isn't required, but where maintaining productivity still demands speeds that would force conventional transmissions into gears, compromising efficiency. The power management systems monitor load continuously and adjust transmission ratios, maintaining optimal engine performance without operator intervention, creating seamless operation where the tractor responds intelligently to changing conditions without requiring constant attention to instruments or controls that would distract from monitoring implement performance and work quality. The 9RX tracked configuration provides traction and flotation advantages over wheeled tractors, with the tracks distributing weight over larger surface areas, reducing ground pressure and soil compaction that heavy equipment creates when working wet fields or when operating in conditions where wheeled tractors would create ruts or would become stuck, despite possessing adequate power. The Deere engineering includes precision agriculture capabilities with GPS guidance, implement control, and data management systems that modern farming demands for optimizing inputs and maximizing yields through technologies that allow variable rate application and that enable farmers understanding precisely what is happening across entire operations rather than relying on impressions and estimates. Number 6. Claas Xerion 5000 Track FIV-C. The Claas Xerion 5000 Track VC takes the 6th position, featuring 530 horsepower from a Mercedes-Benz 12.8-liter diesel with C-Matic CVT, creating a tractor that is unique among high-horsepower offerings through its rotating cab and versatility, allowing the Xerion serving multiple roles. The 530 horsepower provides serious capability, suitable for heavy tillage, large-scale harvesting support, and the demanding work that commercial operations impose on equipment expected to handle diverse tasks. Rather than being specialized for single applications, the dedicated machinery serves more efficiently, but that cannot justify ownership costs when utilization would be limited to brief periods during seasons. The Mercedes-Benz diesel brings German engineering and the reputation for quality that the brand carries, with a 12.8-liter displacement providing adequate capacity for producing over 500 horsepower reliably while meeting emission standards that regulations impose. The C-Matic continuously variable transmission represents Claas's CVT technology, offering smooth power delivery and precise speed control with the system managing power automatically or allowing manual control, depending on operator preference and whether operations benefit from automation or from experienced operator judgment, making decisions that programming cannot anticipate. The rotating cab is the Xerion's defining feature, with the operator station capable of rotating 180 degrees, allowing the driver facing either direction and allowing the tractor operating with implements mounted front or rear without requiring the awkward over-the-shoulder driving that conventional tractors impose when implements are mounted opposite the normal driving direction. The versatility allows the Xerion serving as a tractor for tillage, as a power unit for combines or forage harvesters, as a transport vehicle moving grain or equipment, and as a platform for specialized applications that require high horsepower in configurations that conventional tractors cannot provide efficiently or safely. Number 5. Fendt 1167 Vario MT. The Fendt 1167 Vario MT takes the 5th position as the largest track tractor from Fendt, featuring 673 horsepower from a MAN 16.2-liter diesel with Vario drive CVT, blending efficiency, and brute force for operations demanding maximum capability. The 673 horsepower represents genuine high horsepower capability, placing the Fendt among the most powerful tractors available and creating pulling capacity adequate for the largest implements and most demanding conditions that modern agriculture imposes when working thousands of acres with equipment that weighs tens of thousands of pounds. The MAN 16.2-liter diesel provides the power through German engineering and through a displacement that allows producing substantial output while maintaining the efficiency and reliability that commercial operations demand from engines expected to operate for thousands of hours annually. The Vario CVT represents Fendt's continuously variable transmission technology that has established the brand's reputation for smoothness and efficiency in agricultural applications. With the system providing infinite speed selection across operating ranges and with programming optimizing power delivery for efficiency without sacrificing responsiveness that operators need for maintaining productivity when conditions change. The tracked configuration provides traction and flotation advantages with the MT designation, indicating the track system that distributes weight over larger surface areas, reducing ground pressure and minimizing soil compaction that is increasingly recognized as damaging long-term soil health and productivity. The Fendt engineering emphasizes efficiency and operator comfort, with the brand positioning itself as providing premium tractors that justify higher initial costs through lower operating expenses, better fuel economy, and superior operator environments that reduce fatigue and that improve productivity by allowing operators working longer days more effectively than less sophisticated tractors permit. Number 4, Versatile 620DT. The Versatile 620DT takes the 4th position, featuring 620 horsepower from a Cummins QSX15 diesel with power shift transmission, bringing Canadian-built power known for durability and for the ruggedness that harsh prairie farming conditions demand. The 620 horsepower provides capability suitable for the largest tillage implements and for working the vast acreages that characterize Western Canadian and Northern Plains American farming, where field sizes measured in sections rather than acres are common, and where productivity demands covering ground quickly during compressed windows when weather allows field work. The Cummins QSX15 diesel brings proven reliability, with the engine being used across multiple applications, including construction equipment, trucks, and industrial power generation, creating confidence that the power plant will perform reliably and that service expertise and parts availability exist broadly, rather than being limited to agricultural dealer networks that might not exist in all regions where versatile tractors operate. The power shift transmission offers multiple gears with clutchless shifting between ranges, improving efficiency and reducing operator workload during operations requiring speed adjustments, responding to varying field conditions or implement demands. The Canadian manufacturing brings understanding of harsh conditions, with versatile tractors being designed for operating in cold climates, where winter temperatures can reach -40 degrees Fahrenheit and where equipment must start reliably and must function effectively, despite conditions that would challenge tractors designed for more temperate regions. The durability emphasis creates tractors that are built robustly with components selected for longevity rather than for minimum weight or maximum refinement, creating machines that can withstand the abuse that large-scale farming imposes when operators run equipment hard during brief windows, when weather and crop conditions demand completing work quickly before conditions deteriorate. Number 3. New Holland T9.700. The new Holland T9.700 takes the 3rd position as the flagship of the T9 series, featuring 700 horsepower from a 15.9-liter FPT cursor diesel with ultra-command power shift transmission, creating capability ideal for heavy tillage and for the most demanding agricultural work. The 700 horsepower represents genuinely massive output, placing the T9 among the most powerful tractors available and creating pulling capacity that allows handling the largest implements without the engine struggling under loads that would bog down smaller tractors, forcing reduced ground speeds or requiring multiple passes completing work that adequate power accomplishes in single passes. The 15.9-liter FPT cursor diesel provides the power through advanced technology, including common rail fuel injection, variable geometry turbocharging, and sophisticated engine management systems that optimize performance while meeting emission standards through selective catalytic reduction and other technologies that modern engines require for regulatory compliance. The Ultra Command PowerShift transmission offers 18 forward and 9 reverse gears, providing extensive selection, allowing operators matching ground speeds precisely to conditions and to implement requirements that vary as soil types change and as terrain creates situations requiring adjustments, maintaining optimal performance. The articulated four-wheel drive configuration provides traction through all 4 corners, with the articulation allowing tighter turning than rigid frame tractors achieve, despite the substantial size that 700 horsepower and the associated weight require. The T9 represents New Holland's commitment to building tractors for the largest operations where maximum capability justifies premium pricing and where fuel economy and reliability matter as much as raw power, because operating costs over thousands of hours and over years of ownership exceed initial purchase prices, making long-term durability and efficiency critical for total cost of ownership that determines whether equipment investments make economic sense. Number 2, Case International Harvester, Steyr 715 Quad Track. The Case International Harvester Steiger 715 Quad Track takes the second position, featuring 715 horsepower from a 15.9-liter FPT cursor diesel with power drive PowerShift transmission and quad track system, providing unmatched traction for mega farms operating thousands of acres. The 715 horsepower is genuinely enormous and represents the peak output that Case IH offers, creating pulling capacity that allows handling any implement and any conditions that commercial agriculture imposes, with the power being adequate for the largest tillage equipment, for the heaviest planters, and for the demanding work that modern farming requires when covering vast acreages efficiently. The 15.9-liter FPT cursor diesel delivers the power through proven technology that has accumulated millions of hours across agricultural and industrial applications, creating confidence that the engine will perform reliably despite the stresses that 715 horsepower creates when transmitted through drivetrains to implements that can weigh over 30,000 pounds and that impose loads exceeding what smaller equipment creates. The PowerDrive PowerShift transmission provides 16 forward and 2 reverse gears with clutchless shifting, allowing operators adjusting speeds without interrupting power delivery, improving efficiency, and improving productivity during operations, requiring frequent speed changes, matching varying conditions. The quad track system is the defining feature, with 4 individual tracks replacing the conventional front and rear axles that wheeled or half-track tractors use, creating traction that is unmatched and creating flotation that allows working conditions, where wheeled tractors would become stuck and where conventional tracked tractors would struggle with steering and maneuverability that the quad-track's individual track control provides through varying speeds between left and right sides, creating turns without the scrubbing and track wear that conventional tracked systems experience. The megafarm focus reflects reality that Steiger tractors serve operations measured in tens of thousands of acres, where productivity demands maximum capability and where the costs of ownership are justified through utilization rates that allow amortizing purchase prices across enough hours and enough acres that per-acre costs remain reasonable despite initial investments exceeding $500,000 for fully equipped examples. Number 1. John Deere 9 RX 830. The John Deere 9 RX 830 takes the top position as currently the most powerful production tractor in the world, featuring 830 horsepower from an 18-liter diesel with e-auto power CVT, creating a machine that redefines what tractors can do when engineering stops asking whether power is necessary and simply delivers everything possible. The 830 horsepower is genuinely staggering and represents the absolute peak of what production tractors achieve, creating pulling capacity that allows handling any implement regardless of size or weight, and creating capability that ensures the tractor will never be the limiting factor determining how quickly work can be completed or how efficiently operations can be conducted. The 18-liter displacement is massive and provides the foundation for producing over 800 horsepower reliably, with the engine being specifically designed for the demands that such output creates when transmitted through drivetrains to implements imposing loads that would destroy lesser power plants, not engineered for the stresses that result when hundreds of horsepower are applied continuously for hours during days when operators push equipment to limits extracting maximum productivity. The e-Autopower CVT represents John Deere's most advanced transmission technology, with the system providing infinite speed selection across the operating range and with programming that can operate automatically, optimizing efficiency, or that can be controlled manually by operators who prefer direct management of power delivery and ground speed. The 9RX tracked configuration provides the traction necessary for putting 830 horsepower to the ground effectively, with the tracks distributing weight over surface areas that allow working wet conditions and that minimize soil compaction, that increasingly concerns farmers, recognizing that preserving soil structure matters for long-term productivity and sustainability. The current status as the world's most powerful production tractor represents John Deere's commitment to building equipment for the largest operations where maximum capability is demanded and where compromises are unacceptable, because margins are thin and because every hour wasted or every pass delayed costs money that cannot be recovered through any means other than completing work quickly and efficiently when conditions allow and when crops demand attention that cannot be postponed without risking yields that determine whether seasons are profitable or whether they result in losses that threaten operation viability. These 12 most powerful tractors of 2025 prove that modern agriculture runs on horsepower measured in hundreds, and that the machines feeding the world are marvels of engineering, delivering capability that would have seemed impossible to farmers working just a generation ago when 300 horsepower was massive, and when the idea of 830 horsepower tractors would have been dismissed as fantasy rather than being recognized as the reality that commercial farming demands when field sizes stretch for thousands of acres and when productivity determines survival in an industry where margins are measured in dollars per acre and where every efficiency gain matters for maintaining profitability that allows farmers continuing doing what they love. Which tractor would you run? Drop your answer below and subscribe for more agricultural power and the machines that prove farming is about more than just planting seeds and hoping for rain.